Assalamu alaikum viewers. Today I will explain the concept of law of mass action. What is law of mass action? I have already explained in the previous lecture. Rate of reaction depends upon concentration of reactants. If reactants are more, rate will be high. If reactants are less, rate will be slow. This is also called law of mass action. So we can define the law of mass action. The rate at which reaction proceeds is directly proportional to product of active masses active mass mean concentration of reactants. This is the very simple statement of law of mass action. The rate at which reaction proceeds is directly proportional to product of active masses of reactants. It means that the speed of reaction or rate of reaction depends upon concentration of reactants. In order to derive the law of mass action, I will take the very simple example, and this example is, this is hypothetical reaction A of A plus B of B give us C of C plus D of D. This is hypothetical reaction. Small a, b, c, d are number of moles and capital A and B are reactants, C and D are products. According to law of mass action, when reaction will proceed in forward direction, the reactants will be A and B. So I will write the rate of forward reaction is directly proportional to concentration of A power A into B power B. Rate of forward reaction is directly proportional to concentration of A into concentration of B. We can write rate of forward reaction RF is equal to, if we want to change proportionality into equal, we will use the constant, and this constant is Kf into concentration of A power A into B power B. This is all about the rate of forward reaction. And rate of reverse reaction proportional to concentration of C power C into D power D. Because when reaction will proceed in reverse direction, the reactants will be C and D. And I can write R of R is equal to Kr concentration of C power C into D power D. This is all about the rate of forward reaction and rate of reverse reaction. But at equilibrium, we know that equilibrium is the state at which rate of forward reaction RF become equal to rate of reverse reaction. Now I will put the values of RF and RR. The value of RF is Kf into concentration of A power A, concentration of B power B is equal to Kr, concentration of C power C into concentration of D power D. Kf is constant, Kr is also constant. So I will write constant on one side and variables on other side. So it will be Kf over Kr is equal to, we will write the first C power C into D power D divided by A power A into B power B. So Kf and Kr are constants. They should be present on left hand side. A, B, C, D. These are the concentration of reactants and products and they are variable. They should be present on right hand side. As Kf over Kr is equal to Kc. It is the equilibrium constant in terms of concentration. So I will put Kc and it will be equal to concentration of C power C into D power D divided by concentration of A power A into concentration of B power B. So finally we can say that Kc, which is equilibrium constant, it is ratio between product of concentration of products to the product of concentration of reactants. And the concept about Kc, products should be present in numerator and reactants should be present in denominator. Secondly, Kc is independent of concentration of reactants and products. Kc only depends upon temperature. If we change the temperature, the value of Kc will change. If temperature remains same, the value of Kc also remains same. And if the question is what is Kc, you can say that it is the ratio between product of concentration of products to the product of concentration of reactants. If any reaction is given, we can write the Kc expression for this. I will take the only one example. We have very important reaction, N2 plus 3H2 give us 2NH3. If the question is write down the Kc expression for this reaction, I will write Kc is equal to concentration of ammonia NH3, number of moles are 2, number of moles become exponent, and in reactants N2 into concentration of H2 power 3. So Kc is equal to concentration of products divided by concentration of reactants and number of moles become exponent. If the Kc expression is given, we can write the balanced equation from Kc expression, because we know that the reactants are always present in denominator. So we will write N2 plus 3H2 give us 2NH3. So there are the 2 points which can be taken from this part. Write down the Kc expression for this reaction. Examiner can give any reaction. 2SO2 plus O2 give us 2SO3. H2 plus I2 give us 2HI. H2O plus CO give us H2 plus CO2. We have large number of examples. The main concept is we can write the Kc. Kc is equal to concentration of products divided by concentration of reactants. Number of moles become exponent. The second technique is, if Kc expression is given, we can write the equation from Kc expression. Simply, the reactants are present in denominator and products are present in numerator. From these values, we can easily write the expression of Kc, and we can easily write the equation from this expression. The self-check exercise 7.1 is there on your book, and you can easily solve this self-check by using this technique. Next point is, also it is related with the equilibrium law of mass action. Conditions for equilibrium. This is short question. What are the conditions for equilibrium? Number 1, Kc is only applicable on reversible reactions. Kc is only applicable on equilibrium. This is the most important point. Number 2, in Kc expression, products are present in numerator and reactants are present in the denominator. And third point is, we know that it is the simple mathematics. If concentration of reactants will be high, or if the denominator will be larger than numerator, the value of Kc will be less than 1. Because we know that in mathematics, if denominator is larger, the value will be less than 1. If the value of Kc will be less than 1, it means that reaction proceeds in forward direction. Because reactants are more, products are less. And at equilibrium, concentration of reactants and products should be equal. We can also say that if Kc is greater than 1, under what condition Kc will be greater than 1? If numerator will be larger than denominator. Or we can say that if concentration of products is greater than concentration of reactants, then Kc will be larger than 1. And when Kc will be larger than 1, the reaction will proceed in reverse direction. So Kc expression, Kc value give us information about the direction of reaction. So these are the conditions for equilibrium. Number 1, Kc is only applicable on equilibrium. Kc is only applicable on reversible reactions. Number 2, in Kc expression, the reactants are present in denominator, the products are present in numerator. Number 3, if Kc is less than 1, it means that reactants are more, products are less. If Kc is greater than 1, it means that products are more, reactants are less. This is all about the law of mass action and conditions for equilibrium. Thank you.